I don't know what it is. Probably I planted, probably came with the oh yeah, I got green thumb. 70 minutes drive time away from us is the larger, bigger city where we are getting part of our supplies for building the house. We made this road back and forth many times, yet we still find things we haven't seen before because we don't have time to stop. For the entire house we have to use rock wool insulation, and we're using the same thing for the partitioning walls because we feel that's the best way to go. This time, to save time, Michael not only got the rock wool insulation from the faraway bigger city, now he's going to the closer smaller city to get more drywall because he's already feeling like the time has passed and he's not gonna have time to do anything for today. Then he's going to go ahead and get more drywall to save some time for tomorrow. Those are the mountains where is our piece of forest. Peaceful and cool. I'm trying to stay away by doing my own things because sometimes Michael doesn't have time to pay attention to me because he's super busy with the house. Just jumped. It's that time of the year where the Oregon grapes started to have ripened fruits. I'm collecting them, wash them, let them dry, and put them in a freezer actually to make them jam when I have more than a few. We've had 3 days of a lot of rain. And it's just beautiful outside. Nice weather, 70 degrees. About 9 p.m. The sun is still up. Perfect. This is the Jack and Jill bathroom upstairs that has a single shower stall. Michael got everything ready for a niche and also placed the vapor barrier, making sure that nothing is going to be escaping through these walls. And we're talking vapors. At one point, we are going to install a heating and cooling system, and those are going to be mini splits. For that, we need to make sure that we're going to have blocking to support these systems one day. Lunchtime, it's very important. We are skipping dinner most of the days. Right now it's Sunday and we're having a get together with our neighborhood friends. I'm making only 36 angry donuts again because they are so good that I said I want to impress everyone with them. And this is one of our neighbors' backyard. Beautiful and dreamy. I hope one day we're going to have it the same way. From all the tomato plants that I transplanted not long ago, maybe 6 weeks ago or less, I don't remember the timing, 8 are doing great, 2 are having problems. After trying to have a nice garden, you figure that you have bad seeds that you got from the stores. Close to 2 months since we planted the salads, and very few of them are actually growing. The kale, it's here, but it's kind of too small. I would like it to be bigger. Well, maybe it's gonna take a little while to grow bigger. This other type of kale never came up. And the radishes, I had the first round of radishes doing great, but the second round don't like it anymore. The carrots are growing, and I planted a bunch of poppies. They started making flowers. This one is almost gone right now, but you can tell such a pretty flowers. These are edible poppies. I planted white poppy seeds and black poppy seeds. Hopefully I get lucky and I get some pods with poppy seeds for my baking, because we love poppy seeds. I had more salads here, kale, and of course is not looking happy. This salad, it's kind of late planted because we are experimenting. I'm trying to figure out things around. And here, same thing, it's supposed to be growing something, but it's not. I started planting potatoes, and these are just store-bought potatoes that you would eat. Look at this pretty foliage. These are red potatoes, and because this parcel did nothing, I'm gonna plant more potatoes. All I did, I let them stay outside, and they start making little shoots. These potatoes are not treated with chemicals, then I can have potatoes. See, I planted another one the same way and started making potatoes. Those are all seeds potatoes we bought, the whole entire row, and this one too. But what you see over there in the back, and these that are just coming, they're like regular potatoes I bought from the store, and I let them sprout in the window, and then they started making potatoes like this one, the pretty one. Overall, it's a nice experiment, but I would expect a little more. Hopefully next year I'll do better. This is a treasure. It's called stevia. It's the sweet plant that you can use instead of sugar. The best way to use it is let it grow, take out the leaves, wash them a little, and then let them dry. And once they're dry, grind them in a fine powder with the mortar and pestle. And then you will need a little bit only to sweeten your coffee or your tea. A little of this one goes a long way. The secret is not to let it make flowers. See, I trim it. Once it's making flowers, it's gonna be bitter. This plant lives for 2-3 years. It's not a perennial, it's almost a perennial, but after 2-3 years it's gonna die. Then maybe next year I'll let it have flowers to save the seeds and then be able to plant again. But anyway, I want to propagate it more, have more of this. They're very hard to start. Hopefully I get lucky and I get more of them. But this entire plant should be enough for our household and even for some neighbors, because like I said, a little of this goes long way. And because we live in a forest, a lot of the old vegetation is coming up. All I do is take out the leaves and I just let it on the ground because I want the nutrients to go back in the ground. I don't want to take everything away from the ground. Just take what I don't want, and I know it's not something I want, and I'm just gonna leave it down to enrich the soil for later on. We have some onions, and I don't see them that they're doing great. I think it's too soon for them to be dry, and some of them, without me stepping on them, they're just going down. That means something is not right for these onions. Yeah, she don't like it. I don't know what to say. Maybe the ground is not good for our onions. I see some leaves here that are not looking good. It may be some nutrient deficiency right now. I don't think it's the water problem. Well, we had too much water because last week rained a lot and the week before rained a lot. Maybe this because we have so much water, but I don't think it's the water problem. I think it's more as a nutrient thing. Tomatoes are hard producers and they need a lot of nutrients. Look at this one. It's looking like a heart almost. And they start getting yellow. That means they're gonna be getting ripened soon. Look how many there are there. They look so pretty. These are so funny. One last thing. This is a peanut. I just planted some peanuts here and there as an experiment, of course. You can see the peanuts right here. And they actually started to make peanuts. Just put it there as an experiment. As I said, we are trying everything out to see how it goes, and hopefully we're not gonna be disappointed next year. I'm happy for this year because we have a lot of tomatoes. Oh my god, there's so many tomatoes in the cold frame. But I want to have other things. I want to be stopping grocery shopping. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm trying for it. To make it easier for potatoes, I'm gonna put the sprouted part up for them to be easier to emerge. And later on, I'm gonna add mulch on top. See, I lightly covered, but you want to make sure when you water the potatoes, the dirt is not gonna run out. Then lightly give it a top, and that's it. It's easy. It is kind of late, it's the end of July, but still we're gonna have new potatoes that we like to fry. Then it's not gonna bother us if they're not fully matured. My adventure with Oregon grapes lasted for a few days because not all of them are ripening at the same time. All I did, I was collecting them, washing them, let them dry a little, and then freezing them. And later on, I'm going to make jam with them. Now it's the season to find all the goodies around, and I have to make sure I'm wearing my bear spray. It's quiet. Outside is like 81 degrees, but here I feel like 75. For me it's a little bit chill. These are not good because they've already been taken care of by bugs, but these are looking good. I found a cache of Oregon grapes. They're everywhere and the sun is shining on them. Oregon grapes have a tart taste, tough skin, and some seeds inside. They're not as good to eat them, but they're very good for jam. What I do, I boil them, I mash them, and then I strain everything, leaving only the pulp. It's a very good jam like that. I don't use too much sugar, and they're very good on pancakes, crepes, waffles, and they're good to bake with. To help the tomatoes, I put a little bit more manure. This is not new manure, it's old manure that has been macerated, and I hope that's gonna boost up the tomatoes. I'm not complaining for the fact that I don't have tomatoes. I just complain for the fact that some leaves started to get yellow, and that's a sign of nutrients deficiency. I think we have a very good tomato yield. Look, I have tomatoes everywhere. From these 10 plants, I only have 2 that are not with tomatoes, but they're in process because this one, it's making flowers. All is good here. Into the cold frame, which is now it's a hot frame. Look, the first cherries tomatoes are ripening. Probably in 2 days I'm gonna have the first taste of them. Here everything is so heavy that they're bearing down. I have to get in and try to make it stand up. Oh my god, I see a tomato, but it's hard to show you. It's red, it's somewhere in there. You can barely see some red thing going on over there. Then yeah, we're doing great. There are tomatoes literally everywhere. I think I have 30 pounds of tomatoes, which make me extra happy. I have to get in here and clean it up a little because it's way too much. And we're keeping the netting on because we have deers, and they even clipped my radishes seeds. See, that's clipped by deers. Literally, the tomatoes are so full that they are actually going down on the ground. It's sad that I just didn't see it sooner. Oh, and I see a huge tomato right there. It's almost ripe. Good news. Much better now. It's a hot mess in here. We still have strawberries coming. Look at these red beets, how big they are. I wonder if I should take them out, but I wanted to have seeds too because I want to stop buying commercial seeds. This is my chocolate mint. This is the Lovage, which is not happy. It's too hot, I think, for it. And the basil also is not that happy. But still, it's not bad. Peppers. And the eggplants started to grow. Unfortunately, it's too hot in here. Believe it or not, for Montana. And I have a mystery plant. I don't know what it is. Probably I planted, probably came with the manure you use for the ground. Oh yeah, I got a green thumb. If you ever see this, if you know what it is, let me know. For me, it's a mystery plant. I had few of them, I only kept 2 or 3. Because I don't have space. This is another one. It's bushy and so far made nothing. I see that the deers chop it up on top. Funny is that the deers never touched the tomatoes, but chopped this and chopped the radishes, the seeds. And here we have a butter squash. I don't know what it is. Butternuts, I think, yeah. As you can see, the tomatoes are huge. And there are plenty. I wish we had more space. It is close to 10 p.m. And Michael is working late again. How you doing? I'm going in a visit. Can you believe it? It's close to 10 p.m. It's still light outside, not too much, but still it's light. All I did today was to take care of the forest. I weeded wherever I had to. I gonna gather some Oregon grapes and take care of the garden. I don't know when the time passed. For who doesn't know us, we built our house together. Mostly my husband did everything by himself. Working long hours means that we're gonna have more freedom later on. But don't forget, we are not professionals. We have no experience. If you have questions, you know where to put them. If you have comments, you can do the same.